So one of the questions I get asked most often is 2D animation going to make a comeback? And this is a question that I've been asked for a long time, for about 20 years, frankly. I first learned 3D animation back in 2003, working for Blue Sky Studios on robots back in New York. And ever since the late 90s, early 2000s, people have been predicting a revival in 2D animation. And the funny thing is, it has now finally come about because there is an awful lot of 2D work being done. And in particular, there's a lot of TV series work being done, but it's not your grandma's 2D. I mean, there are some places still doing the traditional hand-drawn stuff. For example, Ken Duncan's studio did a lovely job on the Mary Poppins work. But most of the new 2D stuff tends to be a kind of hybrid of digital puppetry and hand-drawn animation. So if you think of software packages like Cell Action or Toon Boom Harmony, they do allow you to draw, but they also rely heavily on character rigs. They're just flat 2D character rigs, not like the 3D character rigs that we use in Maya. So I think 2D animation is making a comeback, which is fantastic. I mean, that's great, and about time too. But it's not the same as the old school stuff. Now, the question then becomes, should you learn 3D or 2D animation? And I think there's still a lot to be said for mastering the 3D techniques as an animator. And the reason I say that is I mean, partly because it's easier to learn, right? You don't need a high level of drawing skills to be able to learn 3D animation. But also because the skills that you learn in 3D animation are highly transferable to 2D. So for example, if you can master 3D animation in Maya, then you can take that understanding, because you're still going to have to master timing, spacing, performance, all the really important stuff. And then the software becomes just really the tool that you use to create your animation. Ultimately, what studios are looking for is, yes, clearly a level of technical understanding so that you know how to use the software, but you can learn that relatively fast. What they really want is an understanding of body mechanics and performance, and then the ability to produce something cool that they can put before the client on Friday afternoon. So when we talk about 2D animation nowadays, we're really talking about different software packages that can produce different effects. And don't forget, you know, something like South Park is animated in Autodesk Maya, and Maya is a 3D software package, and South Park ain't 3D. You know, it's flat, it's 2D. You can do 2D animation with Maya. So what I would say is, if you want to learn animation, master the basics, master the fundamentals, master timing and spacing, learn how to give a performance, and then you can top up your skills with whatever software package you want to learn. For example, at Escape Studios, we run evening classes in Toon Boom Harmony, and we're considering running a much longer intensive course in Toon Boom Harmony. But if you can already animate, then you're not going to need a whole lot of extra training to learn Toon Boom Harmony. You're really just going to need to know how to use the tools, and then you'll be able to take it away. So don't worry too much about the difference these days between 2D and 3D animation. Just learn to animate. And once you've done that, then the industry is your oyster, and you can just learn whatever software you need to learn for a particular job on a particular show at a particular studio.
Yeah.